Brian again. Just wanted to shoot a video today to show you all my finished haversack. I'd shot a video last week to show you just this bottom part, but I have since then made and attached a shoulder strap, and I also finished up the inside here with some buttons. So I just wanted to show you all real quick how I did that, give you some detail work, and then show you how I wear this and different things I can do with it. A little bit closer to this camera. Now for starters, the strap itself is made out of the same material that the bag is made out of. I just made a tube out of it. It's about 60 inches long. I sewed one side of it, turned it inside out, and then sewed it onto the back of the bag itself. Just made an X there and sewed up the sides using cotton thread. It's very secure. I haven't had any trouble with it as yet. Loading it down, probably put about 20 pounds worth of stuff in it. No movement on the seams. We'll see how that holds up over time. I might need to put some more thread in it. So that gave me my shoulder strap. Sorry about that. There's a parking lot not too far from here, so we might get some vehicle noise. Now I intentionally made the shoulder strap long so that I can adjust it however I want it, depending on what clothing I'm wearing. And the thing I'm using to adjust it is that same blanket pin that I made a video about earlier this year. Now, with that, all I've got to do is take it, fold it to whatever length I want. If I wanted it even shorter than that, just pull it up over my shoulder, fold it over. I could have it riding right up here in the small of my back if I wanted to, which if I'm going to be moving around a lot, that's a good place to have it. And from there, all I've got to do is punch it through and spin that around, and I've got it tied off. I've got a loop right here. I could hang something on it. I'd rather not, just because of the stress it'll put on this right here, and it'll be kind of loose. But so that gives me that carry option. Another carry option, and this I actually learned from a guy on YouTube. I can't remember the name right offhand, what his channel name was, but if you go on YouTube and search for Haversack, one of his videos is the one that came up. And the way he wears his, back up a little bit to get all this in frame. You start with the haversack with the flap facing you. You wrap it all the way around your body like that, and flop it like that. Gives you kind of a knapsack. You could take this and cord it off here, take the pressure off your shoulders if you wanted to. This gives me another option as far as wearing it, which I'm all about having options. If I was going to be running, or if I was going to be in really close quarters terrain, that might be an option I would go with, just because it leaves it less flopping around, less chance of it getting hung on something. Downside is a little bit more time consuming to get in and out of, but still, it's a good option. Now, on the inside here, on this top flap, I made and sewed on buttons out of deer antler, and then I simply took leather loops and sewed them to the inside there. So that keeps the stuff that I have up in here from falling out when the flap's open. And I'll just give you an example. This is one of my soon-to-be char cloth tins. Kiwi shoe polish tin. These things are great because they are very water resistant. They seal up very tight. They're easy to open and close because they have this on the side of them. And it's a good size to go right up in here. Now what rides on the other side, I don't have it in there right now. I have, it's actually a chewing tobacco container, just a plastic chewing tobacco container that I got from a friend of mine that dips. And I cleaned it out, and I used that for storing my snares and I've got about 20 snares in it. So I'll have my char cloth tent on this side with my flint in it, and I'll have my snares on the other side there. I also have, I guess I should have showed y'all this while I had the back open. Undo these buttons. There's also a large pocket across the back here, which I currently have just a little tool roll in. So I've got the big flat pocket, the two small pockets. Button this back up. And then the main large compartment, which, as I said before, is about a 10-inch by 10-inch compartment. You can see that there. And there it is. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to leave this natural, if I am going to stain it in some way. Kind of like the way the natural looks, and I have seen a lot of information on some of the long hunters, and especially the military haversacks that were used. A lot of times they were left natural, probably for cost saving if nothing else, but over time of use in the woods, this thing will, as it gets dirty, etc., it will change color. But I'm thinking about getting maybe some walnut husks and staining it, maybe a darker brown, just so that it'll blend in a little bit better here in the environment that I'm in. But that's the haversack. There's my adjustable strap. And that's all there is to it. It was really simple to make. The only thing that was time consuming about it was the long stitches. Like stitching this down here, I did all that by hand, and it took forever. I say it took forever. It took me about 45 minutes. And if you had a sewing machine, this bag would be really, really easy to put together quickly. But even if you don't have a sewing machine, it still probably only took me about 3 hours total work on the bag to get all of it taken care of. So it's a very easy project. You don't need a pattern. It's just a piece of material that's folded and sewn up the edges. So it's very, very basic, very, very simple. And I'm probably going to make it, like I said, another one that's a little bit bigger than this. And when I do, I'll go ahead and shoot a video showing the sequence of events there and how you go about patterning out and putting together one of these haversacks out of a canvas drop cloth. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see all of y'all on the next video.